I'd now like to invite Matthew Cliff. He is the head of Cherish Life here in Queensland. Very passionate man on this issue and a wonderful theologian, I believe.
Thanks, Sephora. I'll pay you later for that comment. That's okay, yeah. First off, guys, I just want to say what a massive blessing it is to be here this afternoon. And again, as Max just said, I really think we should honour Sephora and her whole troops who put this event together, because I do the Brisbane one and I know it's not easy. So if you give another round of applause for Sephora, that'd be fantastic. So I guess there's quite a few of you wondering why this strange Englishman stood up here with a bizarre accent. So yeah, my name's Matthew Cliff. I head up an organisation called Cherish Life. Cherish Life, one of the oldest pro-life organisations in Queensland, and we have branches throughout the state. We have one actually in Rocky. Erin over there, she puts her hand up. Erin? Oh, she's here. There we go. Fantastic. Erin heads up our Rocky branch and she does an amazing job. So, yeah, if you want to get involved, please feel free to chat to Erin afterwards. Now, our goal, listen, at Cherish Life is very simple. We seek to do two things. We want to educate and we want to advocate. Very simple. We want to educate all people on pro-life issues, and we also want to advocate on your behalf to the powers that can make the changes that need to take place. So friends, listen, as has been brought up throughout this afternoon, I also want to touch on the Babies Born Alive bill. Many of you may be aware, but due to the abortion laws in Queensland, that's again right up to birth, from 2018 to 2022, 207 children have been born alive and left to die as a result of a failed abortion procedure. And right now, as Matt's just pointed out and as Rob's pointed out, there's actually two bills. There's one that's sat in the Senate, which again, Matt's done an amazing job with Alex and Ralph on this. And there's actually one being put through the Queensland Parliament by the Katter Party as well. And that's an amazing thing for Queensland. Both bills are seeking to give children who have been born alive as a result of a failed abortion the legislative right to the same level of medical care as any other child who's born in Australia. So that's how important these bills are. And if passed, these bills will mandate that any infant born alive, regardless of the circumstances of their birth, regardless of whether they are wanted or unwanted, must receive, again, the same level of medical care and attention as any other child. These bills, you see, guys, they speak to our fundamental belief, don't they, in the sanctity of life. A belief that no child, born or unborn, should be left to die alone and unassisted. Furthermore, these bills are not merely, guys, a legal document. It's actually a declaration and a demonstration of our values as a society. It declares that life, in all its form, is sacred and deserves protection. But as we champion, these important and crucial piece of legislation, we must also acknowledge that, again, the deeper and more darker forces that we are up against. The real enemy, guys, in the abortion war is not a person or a group of people. It's actually an ideology. It's an ideology that devalues life. It's an ideology that promotes a culture of death over a culture of life. And this ideology is so pervasive, it influences our laws, our media, and our educational institutions. This ideology, guys, tells us that convenience trumps compassion. That personal autonomy overrides the right to life. And that the unborn are merely clumps of cells rather than human beings with their own unique potential. It's an ideology that seeks to silence us, to marginalise our voices, and to portray our movement as one of extremism rather than one of love and respect for life. So at Cherish Life, our goal is to confront this ideology head on, with truth, with compassion, with grace, and also with unwavering determination. We will challenge, and we're going to challenge the narratives that seek to dehumanise the unborn and normalise the practice of abortion. That's our goal. We will seek to educate our communities, our churches, our lawmakers, and our young people about the reality of abortion and the value of every human life. We will honour the crisis pregnancy centres, often forgotten in this conversation, that offer support and resources to pregnant women in crisis circumstances, showing them that choosing life is not only possible, but also the most loving and courageous thing that they can do. Now, of course, our struggle is not an easy one. Matt should point that out. Again, the forces against us are well-resourced and well-funded. They have the backing of influential institutions and the complicity of much of the mainstream media. But we have something they don't, do we? We have the truth. And it's so crucial. And the truth is that life begins at conception. That's not only a religious statement, that's a scientific fact. And deserves protection from that moment onward. The truth is that every child, born or unborn, is a gift from God and a testament to the miracle of life. So as we march today, let us remember the faces of those who we march for. The tiny infants, born alive after failed abortions, left to die without care. Again, 207 in 4 years. The unborn children, whose lives are snuffed out before they have a chance to take their first breath. The women who are misled and deceived into believing that abortion is their only option, only to suffer physical and emotional pain as a result. These are the real victims of the ideology we oppose, and these are the reason we must continue our fight. Folks, do not be discouraged by the magnitude of the task before us. Every great movement in history has faced seemingly insurmountable opposition and obstacles. But with perseverance, unity, and faith in God, they prevailed. Likewise, as we march, let us carry with us the stories of those whose lives have been touched by our cause, because there are many. The mother who chose life because she found support and encouragement. The countless individuals who have found healing and forgiveness after choosing abortion, thanks to the compassion again of crisis pregnancy centres. These stories are our strength, our inspiration, and our proof that what we do and why you're here today matters. So I'll conclude now. But I want to take a moment just to reflect on the words, one passage in Scripture. Deuteronomy 30 states this: I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose life, so that you and your children may live. Guys, this is a call to choose. Again, this call to choose life is not just a commandment, is it? It's also an invitation for us to participate in creating and nurturing life. It's an invitation to build a world where every child is valued, where every mother is supported, and where the dignity of every human being is upheld. So let us renew our commitment to the cause of life. Thank you so much, guys. God bless you. I'm looking forward to walking with you. God bless.
Thank you, Matt.